Welcome back. Now we have already studied about listing method and set builder or rule form. Now actually apart from that we will be studying something which will help us enhance our knowledge of sets. Welcome. This is Samir sir dealing with maths. I am from SMG Group Tuitions. So let us understand what did British logician John Venn say. What he said or what he thought कि writing set is okay in one method or other method. He saw कि when you try to operate on these sets by writing, it becomes very difficult. So he told कि instead of writing set, represent it in the form of diagram, that is any closed figure. So that we are taking as a circle or a rectangle. As I said, you can represent it by any closed figure, he said. But circle and rectangle are more easy to operate. So what he did, suppose this was any set in the listing method, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 8 and 11. So what he told, he represent this as any closed figure. I have represented it as closed figure. Name it. The name you can take it in outside also or inside also. And whatever these elements are there, represent them by point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay? Beside any dot, write any element. Does not matter. So here 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 8 and 11. Okay? And if you require one more set, then you can draw any other figure in form of square or circle. Now this helps you in massive extent. Okay, suppose you are going to show that two sets which are there have a common element. That is, now suppose I have set B, right? Set B, I have element so called as 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. And these two elements, this set is there. So if I show it by Venn diagram, so it will be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. But if you see here, set A and set B are having certain elements which are common. One is 4, then is 5, then is 7 and then is 8, right? That is 4, then is 5, then is 7 and then is 8. Agreed? These are the common elements which you get. Now if I want to show that these are the common elements both present in both the sets, then I have to bring these two sets together. That is if I want to show common elements in so called as in set A and set B, then how do I show? What I will do is I will draw this. I means John Venn did this. He drew set A, right? And he wanted to get the common element known specifically. So what he did, he tore set A and did it like this. So it is very clearly understood that this will be the common element, that is common region for both, right? That is, now it is clearing all the concept. Yes, you can see the shaded region is present for set A also and also for set B. Wasn't it nice? Yes. So this particular thing of John Venn helped us to carry out the complex studies in sets. we do not have those complex studies, but as you will study further, especially after standard 10, that is 11, 12th and further studies, so this particular thing is very, very, very much useful. Okay, so this is what John Wayne said. He said, take all elements, close them in closed figure. If it is required, write the elements. If it is not required, just show it in triagrammatic form. Okay. So now let us go for the types of sets. The first type of set is called as null or empty set. The word itself tells you what is null. So this is the symbolical form of it. This symbol reads something. I have asked you one question in so-called as listing method when I taught. I showed you one symbol, this, and asked you to find out what this symbol is called as. So this is called as phi, and this symbol you are not told yet. Okay? Or you can simply write it like this, indicating khali agar. Okay? The set is called as an empty set if it does not have any element. यानी एलिमेंट ही नहीं हो तो उसको empty set बोलते हैं. Now the question that arises is कि अगर एलिमेंट ही नहीं तो उसको सेट ही क्यों लेने का? हाँ. See, this is very important in further studies. That is why this was defined. Now I will show you how it is possible. So in listing method it is possible like this, but I will write it in set builder notation first. Okay, I defined a null set or empty set like this, कि set which does not contain any element. Okay, it does not contain any element. So here I am writing set A. A is the set of all x such that x belongs to natural number. That means x is counting number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this x is greater than 3 but less than 4. Now tell me a counting number which is greater than 3 but less than 4. Is there any number which is greater than 3 and less than 4? Greater than 3 is 4 and less than 4 is 3. That means there is no number between 3 and 4. Is there? No, absolutely not. And if it is not there, that means this set is empty. But definition is existing, na? Definition is there, but no element is there. So this set is called as empty set. So this is in your listing method, or this symbol. Okay. Now you can also see one important thing over here. Okay, number of elements in set A are 0. That is, number of elements in set A are 0. Means if it is empty set, the number of elements are 0. Sorry. Now, if I go to the second one, the name itself tells you singleton. Singleton. Actually, single set also was there, but ton is used. Singleton means only one element. The set which has only one element is called as singleton set. Okay. So if this is set which has element only one, that is number of element in V is 1. Okay. Now I am writing one set over here. C is the set of all y such that y belongs to whole number and y is less than 1. Okay, I have written like this. Correct? C is the set of all y such that y belongs to whole number. Y belongs to what? Whole number. And y is less than 1, right? Okay, if it belongs to whole number and y is less than 1, so which is the whole number which is less than 1? Is there any? Yes, it is, and that is 0. So therefore C is 0. Now tell me, is it a singleton set or a null set? Yes, think. Before you answer, I will write here, how many elements are there in C? The number of elements in C are 1. If there is element present, then obviously it cannot be so called as null set. So it is singleton set. Then we will have finite set. I will define finite set in very simple language. Last term is known. Bas. Last term or last element, rather to say term, last element is known. ओके, यानी चाहे कितना भी बड़ा हो, लास्ट एलिमेंट मालूम होना चाहिए. That is, if you have set D in which it is 2, 3, 4 and the last element is 9, 9, 5, 9, 9, 5, 9, 9, 9, 6, 3. This is your last element. Means somewhere it is ending. How much big it is, that is not needed. लेकिन it ends ना. Yes. So this is called as finite set. That is, you have countable number of elements. But on the contrary, if you cannot count the number of elements, then it is called as infinite set, in which the last element is never known. That is, suppose you have set E which starts from 201, 210, 220 and something like that and goes on. Okay. So last element is not known. It never ends also. So this is called as infinite set. Okay. So we have seen what is null set. Null set, no element. Singleton set, one element. Finite set, ends somewhere. Infinite set does not end. Okay. Now let us go to an interesting set, that is equal set. The set in which actual elements are same. That is, actual elements are same. To this I will add one thing. Actual elements are same as well as number of elements are also same. That is, along with this, number of elements are also same. Okay, not only actual elements are same, but also number of elements also are same. So let us go to this particular example. A is suppose 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, and B is the set of all elements such that this X belongs to natural number and this X is greater than 4 but less than 10. Okay. So if you see this set B, so set B tells me what? Okay, it is the set which belongs to natural number. So you go for counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on continuously. But says what? Ki X must be greater than 4. So first counting number which is greater than 4 is 5. then go on writing 6, 7, 8, 9, and what it says, it must be less than 10. That means that 10 will not include. So number after 9 is 10. So it stops here. So how do I complete the brackets here? Okay. Now I will count how many elements are there in A. Number of elements in A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many elements are there in B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The elements are same. That is, number of elements are same and actual elements also are same. See, are they? Yes. Then we say okay, these two sets are equal sets. That is, set A is equal to set B. Okay. So two sets are said to be equal if they have actual elements same. First thing, what? Actual elements same. Okay. Second thing, what? Ki number of elements in both the cases are also same. Number of elements in both the cases are also same. Okay. So I will write some sets to understand it better. Now I have written some 4 sets over here. Let us classify them. Let us go to first set. A. A is the set of all x such that x belongs to whole number. Whole number means it will start from 0 and counting number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on, such that x is either greater or equal to 25. So to understand better, always listing method is very useful. So you will take all the numbers which are 25 or more than 25, that is 25, then 26, 27 and so on. Is it going to stop? No, because every number which you take will be greater than 25. So it is going to go on continuously. It is infinite set. Okay. What about set B? B is set of all x such that x belongs to integer. I told you in standard 9th we write it as I. Later on it will be written as z. So as I, and x is greater than -1 but less than 1. It is an integer which is greater than -1 and less than 1. So less than 1 is 0 and greater than -1 also is 0. So your set B contains element 0. So it's a singleton set. Correct? Yes or no? Okay. Now let us go to the set C. Right? Now set C says what? Okay, it is the set of all y. And what is that y? Y is a square plus 1. Okay? Y is what? A square plus 1. Then what is A? A is any number which is greater than 20. So after 20 comes what? 21, correct? No, you are wrong. Here A is not specified to be as natural number. So it can be any value. That is 20.00001, 20.00002, any number. But whatever numbers it may be, it is going to end. It is less than 5001. Yani you will come to know the last element by calculation. कहीं ना कहीं तो होगा, लेकिन रुकेगा तो सही. Yes or no? It is going to stop. And since it is stopping, it is finite set. It is very typical example. So it is finite set. And what about the set D? Set D says Okay, it is set of all m. What is that m? M is man of height 6 meter. Yes, 6 meter, no problem. How many men, if you count how many men are more than 6 meter, you will say okay, Amitabh Bachchan is there, then Hrithik Roshan is there, Abhishek Bachchan is there, and I don't think so, others I don't know exactly, in so called as your Bollywood. And what about Hollywood? Hollywood में तो है बहुत लोग, you will say कि Dwayne Johnson, that is Rock, he is very tall, बराबर 6 meter तो है. No my dear, see the unit, it is meter not feet. 6 meter means 600 centimeter, means which goes near to 18 feet. 18 feet means nearly 2 floor of building. So other than imaginary character no one is there. Imaginary character है अपने पास, हल्क है उतना लंबा, right? They are imaginary characters. And वो अपना है ना अभी तुम्हारा जो लास्ट वाला आया, who died, he is very tall in that particular Avengers series, right? लेकिन that these are imaginary. In on so-called earth, you will not find any person who is of 6 meter. That means this is definition is present, लेकिन element नहीं है. So this is an empty set. Okay, this is an empty set. Okay, got it? Understood? Let us go to one more example. Now see the question which I have written here. If you see here, K E is the set of all x such that x belongs to natural number. Okay, means counting numbers. There is no problem in that. And x is greater than 1 but less than 4. So what E will be? E will be in listing method. Greater than 1, 2, then 3, but less than 4 means 2 and 3. Now here H is the set of all x such that x square minus 5x plus 6 is 0. That means x is taking all those values which will satisfy this equation. Then we need to find the value of x which will satisfy this equation. So I am taking this x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So you have studied in lower standard how to factorize. Okay. Now factors of 6 I am writing. 6. 6 ones are 6 and 2 threes are 6, right? These are two factors. Now if I think of adding these two factors, so I will get 6 plus 1, that is 7, and 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. And blindly we will say that yes, we will take this one, right? It is not like that. If you are thinking of subtracting, so 6 minus 1 also will be 5, correct na? And 2 minus 3 will be 1. Okay? Means I must come to know कि whether I have to add or I have to subtract. How will I come to know whether I have to add or subtract? See the sign of this 6. What is that? Plus. So this will tell you to add. So add it. 6 plus 1, 7. So this factor is of no use. This is the selected one. Okay. So now what you will do here is x square. Give the middle sign. There are two factors 2 and 3. Which is bigger one? That is 3. Write it. Then the smaller factor. Don't give the sign. Plus 6 is equal to 0. Agreed? Now you are going to add. Yes or no? If you are adding, then obviously whatever sign is here, same sign continues further. That becomes minus here. This all we will discuss later on in detail according to the chapters. Now take the common which you have studied already. So x into x minus 3. From here minus 2 common. Since minus came outside, so obviously the sign will change. So it becomes x minus 3 is equal to 0. Right? So now this is again common. You have studied all these things earlier. X minus 3 and second is x minus 2 is equal to 0, right? So obviously I get here कि x minus 3 is 0 or x minus 2 is equal to 0. Let me explain you this thing. One bracket multiplied by another bracket is 0, right? Means it is one number multiplied by another number 0. That means either both the numbers must be 0 or any non-zero number multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. So obviously this can be 0, this can be 0. So x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 2. That means the x values which satisfy this equation are 2 and 3. So obviously your h is nothing but 2 and 3. Right? So E also has element 2 and 3, H also has element 2 and 3. So therefore actual elements are also same and number of elements also are same. So obviously your E and H are equal set. I hope you enjoyed this session. Be with Samir sir to understand at least one new thing every time. Okay? By that time, till lockdown is there, prepare your brain, make it healthy, try to explore maximum possibilities, stay at home, stay safe, and thank you.